Hey, does my aura look different? Like my light? Can you see it? Just take a quick look. You saw it, didn't you? Well, I was tricking you. I don't. That's just a candle. I just put a candle back there. Not a real one either. All right, that was really bad. Sorry. Hello, how are you? I love you. I'm so glad you're here. I am Trip. This is Real Nature Trip. We're gonna do some tarot, real, natural, trippy. Yeah. Yeah. That's all I have to say. And we're gonna get right to it. And we're gonna do the tradish little spread. I'm going back to that today. I don't know. It's calling me, and it feels very interesting. And then or this timeline spread or whatever it's called here in this cute book, hindsight, insight, foresight, spread. Yeah. Hey, I wasn't here yesterday. I was doing the thing. I woke up yesterday. I don't know where the forces are working or what planet is where, or the sun or the moon or the halvesies. I don't know what's going on. But yesterday, from the get-go, I could have just done it wrong. I might have woke up and not got my mind right, turned on the TV, looked at the phone too soon. But I had a hard time like controlling little tiny negative thoughts, little tiny ones, not even real deal, but it was like kind of just on the lookout, aware. Yeah, I felt like tensely anticipation awareness. So hopefully it's just a solar flares or some cool retrograde or entering something or exit. You guys know more than this or more than I know about this. So, but I feel like it was kind of outside forces, and I didn't want to use one of these readings as therapy for myself, even though most of the time it kind of helps me as well. I mean, I learned something and I feel good after I do it. So I felt like Spirit was calling me not to do it yesterday. So I did it, and I know some of you are so sad, but we're back. All right, enough of that. And also I felt like wearing purple today, and I only have one purple t-shirt, and it doesn't feel good on my skin like it's one of the silky ones. So I put a cotton t-shirt under it to feel good on the inside and feel the color on the outside that I wanted to be. Spirit, it's complicated. It's a lot to do. All right. And lastly, I put the wild cards in the deck. So you know how most decks come with like a little card that says some stuff like the copyright and some words. I'm going to call that a love letter, because we're all about love right here. I love you. I accept you. I love you. I accept you. I love you. I accept you. And so we're going to call the words one a love letter. And the other one, Spirit called it daring. Like I was trying to come up with a word, and it was just like daring. And I'm like, well, that also means bold and courageous. No, the word is daring. So if you see the lady holding the mouth of the beast or looking into the mouth of the beast, it's daring. I'm super curious about seeing that card come up and why it's named that. We're almost guaranteed to see it, right? Like if we give it such a cool name, Spirit is asking. Oh, and I see the Magician on the bottom of the deck as I shuffle. How are you? Okay, good. I don't want to be like the Blue's Clue guy who now like talks to you on camera and just like, tell me all about it. Oh, really? Yeah. And I'm like, dude, you don't even know what I'm saying. All right. Okay, Spirit. What do we need to know? All right. Hindsight, insight, foresight. Hindsight. Oh, I feel like we just had this. This is like, that's the exact start that we had. So kind of reconsidering life. Like you built up a life and now you're kind of don't reconsidering. Insight. You can't get more insighty than this. Okay. I want to talk about these fruits. I read somewhere it said pomegranate. But you know what? I saw a picture. I think it was figs. And the figs looked a lot more like this. Was it figs? Might have been. These might be figs. But this is, okay, this is the inner and the outer. This is, yeah. You're, if this is you sitting there, you're on the precipice. You're in. You have a foot in both worlds, the spiritual world, the inner world, and this earth world, the outer world. It feels pretty balanced. Are you feeling more balanced these days? All right. And then foresight. Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands. I'm going to read this Queen of Wands. No, I'm going to look first. What's the first? The first thing I'm seeing is this yellow dress. Robe. Sorry, robe. Robe, dress, whatever. Man, holding a sunflower. The sunflower's catching my attention. I know gardening is coming up. I'm starting to work on. I've got my third little mint sprout today. I checked it. They're just tiny little things. All right. I'm hearing inspirational energy, not just for yourself, around you. A glow. Your own aura is going to start glowing, because you're heading into your alignment. You're heading into alignment. This is what this is. You're heading into alignment. You're listening for what the energies of the world, what the universe wants more clearly. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Big picture. Big picture. Look how earthly that is, right? Just concerned with the things of earth. And you know what? To get to this point was a lot of work and whatever. And it's harvest time. And the harvest is fine. But it's you that's changed, you know? And you're like, you know what? Maybe this isn't what I want. So this makes total sense. Inner journey, here we go. And in here, you're learning how to listen, learning how to, the language of listening to spirit. The easy one is the gut, right? The gut hurts. That's a bad thing out there. My gut hurts. Tension in your body, whatever. Feelings, overwhelming feelings, feelings you might be ignoring, that you have to start listening to. Like, you're in the middle of this process of tapping in. And where that's going is an elevated place where you're thinking loftier, and you're in alignment. This was an alignment for a while until this point when you put your hands on top of the thing and you rest and you consider. I've had so many shovels in my hands in my life. I've been in this position many times. So, and that's just like, that's not a shovel. He's got like a little, I don't know what he's got there. And so that time is over of this, okay, just work and do the job and collect the harvest, the check, whatever. And all along there was, before harvest time, before throughout all the work, you knew that this life is meant for something different than just, eating, sleeping, pooping, right? Or collecting more food. And this is where you're going. This is where you're going. In alignment. In alignment. Oh, this is getting really interesting. All right. What do we got next? Desire, challenge, and solution. Should we shuffle before the desire? Or should we just go with it? Cut it? What do you want? You're just going with it. Desire. Knight of Wands. Okay, we're gonna read that one because I want to know your desires. But what are you feeling when you see this? Things to get moving? But let's look. Wands, Queen of Wands, Knight of Wands. So the Queen of Wands, you're saying, yeah, you're coming into, let's read it. Queen of Wands. There's something, yeah, she's pulling me. An irresistible, see, she's pulling me. An irresistible, charismatic woman. That's where you're heading. Even you, Garrett, Gary, Carlos, just kidding. Feminine energy, right? Not a woman. Okay, an irresistible, charismatic woman whose energy draws all into her fold. Ethical, noble, sincere, welcoming, successful enterprise. Okay, so all of that, but then this is the movement. This is the arm that gets it going, and you're like, hey, I am happy to get to this spot, and I'm in alignment, but I desire to move with it, like move in alignment, and you know what comes up through that. Not rewards, but like the life that comes through this aligned movement. Your desire, like a good life that comes with this aligned movement. Does that make sense? Is that feeling it? That was 11:11 when I was saying that. So let's get the burp ready. Burp. Nope, didn't work. All right. So that's the desire. The challenge, well, it's looking like kind of just getting organized. You know, and this is right on the heels of that chaos of the 5 of Wands. So 6 of Wands is like getting your ducks in a row. So that is the challenge. Oh, this guy's still on the bottom. Oh yeah, I haven't shuffled. So the challenge is like getting organized, but if you're trying to be in alignment, that you don't have to worry about like, knowing. You don't have to worry about knowing how to get it all in there, right? You don't have to worry about knowing. It's going to happen. So that's the challenge, the solution, the wake up, the judgment, the call. The solution that you know what? I said the solution before, because I said, hey, you don't have to worry about how it's going to happen. Spirit's going to take care of that. And that's what this is saying. Spirit's going to take care of it. What do you think this is up here? You know, just one of us floating around up in there, bigger than us? No, that's spirit. So just keep doing what you're doing is what this is saying. You're in the healing process, right? You understand that there is more than these boxes we're living in, you know, floating around in the water with those awesome bathing suits that I designed. Thank you. Textiles, baby. But yeah, the solution, it's you don't have to worry about the solution. The solution is 1313, right as I say this. The solution is coming for you. You will hear the call, all that stuff. Yes. I'm gonna keep these organized. I feel like I'm gonna have to revisit some of these pieces here. All right, so the next spread is you, and then them, and then the two of you together. So you, yeah, then this darkness is over. You've completed the stuff. You've completed. Watch this with me, would you? Let's go back to our first 3. I knew I was going to need these. The first 3 is this, like this is that previous life. You're now in this like, oh my gosh, everything's open now, you know, whatever. This is where you've gotten to. This is saying, hey, you've closed out all of this stuff, all the troubles and things that you had going on throughout this, the collection of swords that you were stabbing yourself, or some people kind of helped you push them in, whatever. But that has come to a close. Brighter skies are coming. And that's you. That's you. Let's get these. Sorry. Does that make you see a weird part of me? All right. I did not trim any of my facial hair or neck. Sorry. So that's you. The them is Page of Pentacles. So another energy that's like starting to emerge out of the darkness. this isn't the same person we were talking about in the last read where there was another person. This is somebody else. This is somebody that is similarly, that is aware that they're on the same path as you. Like, they understand that this whole thing is bigger than what it seems, right? It's bigger than what it seems. Have I done anything funny yet to make you laugh? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This leftover stale energy from yesterday. Oh man. I'll tell you what, let's just love each other, and then the laughter will come when it comes. But I did fill my heart with peace and joy and love before I started this reading. Ow. I'm so strong. All right. But that's you. You're done with this old life, the whatever. You've healed so many things. All that's left is, just this little wound care, make sure you don't get an infection, that things don't come back in, right? Like, you take care of you heal, or you take care of what is that is it triage? When you bring in the bodies, and they're patching them up as fast as they can before they go into like surgery or whatever. And you are all patched up and you're gonna live. And you might just still have some itchy feelings around some scars or wounds, or you look at them and you remember, oh yeah. And what's funny is, the older the scar, the less the pain, as far as like the memories and stuff go. And you have that distance to see, like, oh yeah, that jerk stabbed me. Actually, I was cut by a jerk once. Excuse me. Okay, we're on the right track here. Yeah, the old scars have less because you have more perspective. The new scars still sting a bit, maybe itch, maybe reminds you of something, and you're still working on it. But hey, don't worry. All right, what am I talking about? Okay, the two of you together, because they're emerging. They're emerging into the light. And they're like, what is going on? And they're excited about life. So I don't know if this is someone you know or someone you're running into, but you're now free into that next chapter, and there's somebody already kind of there, like super excited about life. I feel very Page of Pentacles these days. I feel magician-y, pagey, sometimes a little knighty, more pagey right now. And the two of you together, well, you're coming together. This is great. You're finding your people. That's what this is. You're finding like-minded people, starting with one person. And it's like someone that can see you. That's the one thing about these pages, is they are now seeing clearly. So someone is seeing you clearly, and that is cause for celebration. Because isn't that, oh, I'm getting goosebumps. Plus, it's a little chilly in here, and I didn't wear long sleeves. But besides the facts of the coldness and my clothing, I did get goosebumps on that one, because your desire to be, your heart to be seen, and this is about to happen. If it's not happening already, you're finding your heart people. Oh, I love this for you. Oh, what is there something I can say that's like confirmation-y? No. Okay. All right. Last little thing. Situation, do and don't do. I really desire to shuffle. So I follow my desires. One shuffle. Let's do an upside down shuffle so the cards don't get bent the wrong way. Ooh, I'm seeing the Knight of Pentacles. So we have the Queen of Wands, and then the desire is the Knight of Wands. Like, hey, yes, we've got the fire, now let's get it moving. And then we've got the Page of Pentacles, but I see the Knight of Pentacles. It's like, we're learning, but let's do something with it. There's a feel of that. All right, the situation. Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. There's some thought, some idea. All right, I'm gonna have to see the whole thing here. Maybe even get clarification. Queen of Swords. I'm gonna read her because this sets the foundation for the next two cards. Queen of Swords, mature woman, that is me, who speaks her mind with perfect clarity and therefore brings many of her way to thinking. Articulation, cleverness, strength, mental acuity, brilliant. So the situation is brilliant. The situation is clear. The situation is strong and mature. Speaking mind with perfect clarity. So, getting your idea across. Part of this feels like work and being seen, how you make your living, not work, but like in the living making, whether it's a job or a career or a business or something. This is about also being seen and heard, not being seen, like physically seen, but like your heart being heard. That's the situation, whether that's coming up or it's constant. Like, are you presenting to some people? Old fashioned stand up and talk to people in front of them. And being seen, like they get you. I'm getting a lot of weird things here. The dew, speaking of dew, in the morning dew, the Empress. That feels pretty good. And the don't do, it's Nine of Pentacles. So let's talk about this. The Empress just feels like nature. It feels like it's almost a reminder. Follow your intuition, right? We're already talking about it. You're getting talked to. You're getting talked to right now, even as I'm talking. I'm not the one. Maybe, well, actually, there's something being said through here. But besides that, there's something being said when you're out in the wheat and you're out in the trees and you're out in the river and you're sitting on your cool settee of a throne out in the sky. Yeah, like it's constantly talking. I mean, I'm not hearing voices or anything. Come on now. Old trip's not crazy. We've already been through that, discussed it, figured out we're okay. But Nine of Pentacles is the don't do. Nine of Pentacles, I feel like, is somebody that has kind of fully come into themselves in the earthly way. Like I always think of the basically 2 through 10 on the minor arcana are more of our earthly thoughts, endeavors, us between people, whatever's going on. It's just the earthly stuff. And this is saying don't do this. And this is someone who's just fully maybe immersed in the earthly stuff. And this is great because they're leaving. And what's funny, what's really bizarre, may I? You can look at my neck one more time, it'll cover it so you don't have to see it. We started with this card and we're ending with this card. Sorry, whichever order, left to right. And for me, is that, whatever. Oh yeah, I got those words back there. So left to right. So yeah, oh, and that makes sense because on the ground. All right, never mind, perspective. Oh, proper perspective. We started with this one who's like deep into this earthly life and going, there's something more. And the card that comes up after is this, basically saying this is in one way represents like all your spiritual gifts, like are tapping into and discovering those, not the spiritual gifts, the woo-woo ones, the real deal. And then this is a reminder, like even if it's going so great, we just upped it 2 pentacles. We have gotten to the highest point of this journey that is just about ourselves. And so maybe this is saying it's not about you in your body here on earth. It's about, hey man, like it's more natural than that, like don't force it. This is a farmer who forced it, and this is someone who's just like, let's just see what the earth provides, man. You know? So it's saying go with your nature and don't force it. Don't force it. You know what? Oh my gosh, is it already 25 minutes? I felt like it was 18 minutes. I felt like this was a quick one. All right, so I'm no more joking around, no more stories, no more nothing. I had a bear here just to keep me cozy in case things turned out like yesterday and I had to stop. But I didn't need you. Okay. Goodbye. I love you just like I love the bear. Well, more because that bear is just an inanimate object, but you know what I mean. All right. Okay. I'm getting all hyped up. Goodbye. I love you.